Today we'll do some worded problems, that is the type 2 category of problems using Venn diagrams, applied problems. First example, in a group of people, 2/7 speak Bengali only and 3/7 speak Hindi only. I've underlined the words only. If 20 people speak none of the languages and 80 speak both, find using Venn diagram the total number of people in this group. So what are they saying? First of all, look for the common region. How many people speak both the languages? They are saying there are people who speak Hindi, there are people who speak Bengali, there are people who speak none of the languages, neither Bengali nor Hindi, and there are people who speak both the languages, that is 80 of them. So begin with that. There are 80 of them speaking both the languages. You draw two circles representing the two sets, Bengali and Hindi. This is the common region to Bengali and Hindi. So this has 80 people. So over here I'm writing 80. Okay, and only Bengali means this region, as we have discussed earlier. This region, this half moon over here is your only Bengali, and this half moon over here is your only Hindi. Now they are saying how many speak only Bengali? 2/7 speak Bengali. That means 2/7 of the total number of people. We don't know the total number of people, so let the total number of people be x. So this part becomes 2/7 of x, and similarly this part becomes 3/7 of x. Total number means cardinal number of the universal set. This is your xi representing universal set, which is x, which I have written over here. And something else is also given. 20 people speak none of the languages. That means what? There are 20 of them who neither do they speak Bengali nor do they speak Hindi. That means they are lying outside the region, isn't it? Outside the region occupied by Bengali and Hindi. That means here there are 20 of them. So here I have written 20. Cardinal number actually. So according to the question, what are they saying? What do we have actually in hand? We have to find the value of x. Total number of people of this group is x. Now total number is x. It means what? This union, this union, this, and this people outside will constitute x, isn't it? Number of people over here plus number of people over here plus number of people over here and number of people on the outside will give me the total number of people in the group. So that is what I'm utilizing in order to obtain x. By question, therefore you have 2x by 7 plus 3x by 7 plus 80 plus 20. That is supposed to be the total x. And then solving, obviously this is 5x by 7. Or maybe you can leave it like this. You can keep, this is 80. So bring all the x to one side. This is x minus 2x by 7 minus 3x by 7. So here it is becoming 7 minus 2 minus 3. That means ultimately it's 2x by 7. So x is equal to cross multiplying 100 into 7 divided by 2. And therefore cancelling 50, your answer is 350. So total number of people is 350. Another example involving two sets. Okay, they are saying in a class of 40 students, 22 take maths. 12 have taken maths but not chemistry. Find number of students who have taken both maths and chemistry. That means that is the common region between maths and chemistry. And find the number of students who have taken chemistry but not maths. Okay, I read it out once more. In a class of 40 students, that means total strength is 40. 22 have taken maths. So cardinal number of maths is given as 22. That is what I've listed. In fact, here I've drawn the two circles representing maths and chemistry. N of m, that is cardinal number of m is 22. Cardinal number of C is not known. Chemistry is not known. Number of people who have taken chemistry is not known. Find what else? 12 have taken maths but not chemistry. That means what? They have taken only maths. Out of the two subjects, maths and chemistry, they have taken only maths. And as I know, this half moon over here represents only maths. In other words, symbolically, we'll write it as cardinal number of m intersection C bar, because this is the region which is there in m but not in C. So it's m intersection C bar, and that is given as 12. So this region is occupied by 12 people. This is not known. This region is what? This region, I've put dots over here. This region is occupied by people who have taken only chemistry. Only chemistry means maths is not there. So symbolically, I can write it as cardinal number of M bar intersection C, and that is your only chemistry and not maths. And this is also what you have been asked to find. Besides the fact that they have asked you how many have taken both, that means this is also what they have asked you. That means I'm starting with assuming that let X be the number of students who have taken both. Okay, and they are saying total number of students is 40. Assume that each student has taken either maths or chemistry or both. What does this line mean? There's an addition to this question. They are saying that assume that each student has taken either maths or chemistry or both. That means either they have maths or they have chemistry or they have both. There is no student who has none of the subjects. There is no student who does not have maths or who does not have chemistry. That means there is no student who is lying outside this region. That is the meaning of this. That means this itself, adding up these three itself, will give me the total strength of the class, that is 40. I don't have to worry about what is there outside, because actually nothing is outside. It is 0. There is no element outside because there is no student who does not have maths or does not have chemistry. So therefore, they have maths or they have chemistry or they have taken both. So therefore, we are using this fact that cardinal number of M union C is 40, and this comes from the last statement. Okay, indirectly it comes from the last statement, where we are assuming that each student has taken in either one of the subjects or both. There is no student who has taken none of the subjects. So this is what is given. We have assumed this as X. Okay, and we have to find out X in the first subpart, which is the common region between M and C, and number of students who have taken chemistry but not maths. That means C has been taken. That means this is what we have to find. So how will we proceed? First, let us find out this. Okay, how will we get that? We know this total is 22. So 12 plus X is supposed to give me 22. That is what I've written. 12 plus X is supposed to give me 22, and that gives me 10, which means N of M intersection C is 10, because this is N of M intersection C. So there are 10 students who have taken both maths and chemistry. Okay, now we need to find out what is M bar intersection C. Now, as I know N of M union C is 40, I'm going to utilize this equation now. This plus this is supposed to give me 40. So I'm utilizing this fact. This plus this is supposed to give me 40, means as it is 12 plus X is 22, this part. So this 22 plus this is going to give me 40. Isn't it? 12 plus X is your cardinal number of maths, that is 22. So that is what I've written in the next step. 12 plus X plus N of M bar intersection C is supposed to give me 40. This part is as it is 22, because it is NM. So therefore, N of M bar intersection C is 40 minus 22. And that is how much? 18. That means over here, there are 18 children or students who have taken only chemistry but not maths. And that is your conclusion. That is 18 students have chemistry but not maths. A college awarded, this is the next question, a college awarded 38 medals in football, 15 in hockey and 20 in cricket. Okay. If these medals went to a total of 58 men, and if only 3 men got medals in all the 3 sports, how many received medals in exactly 2 of the 3 sports? I'm reading it out once more. A college awarded 38 medals in football, 15 in hockey and 20 in cricket. If these medals went to a total of 58 men, and if only 3 men got medals in all the 3 sports, okay, total is 58, 3 men got in all the 3 sports, how many received medals in exactly 2 of the 3 sports? Exactly 2 of the 3 sports means what? I've underlined it. Exactly 2 means there are 3 of them: football, hockey and cricket. So either they get in hockey and football and hockey but not in cricket, or they get in football and cricket but not in hockey, or they get in hockey and cricket but not in football. And that is what we have been asked to find. Exactly 2 means this. Okay, that means we have to find the number of elements comprising this. Where I'm mentioning where F stands for medals for football, H stands for medals for hockey, and C stands for medals for cricket. So if I draw a Venn diagram, actually we don't need it, but still I drew as rough sketch at the side. They are saying that 3 men got all the 3 medals, or you can say 3 men got medals in all the 3 sports. That means this is the region comprising all the 3, and this portion is occupied. The cardinal number over here is 3. Element 3 is not there as such, but cardinal number of this portion is 3. So that is what I've listed. Number of medals in football is 38. So N of F is 38. Number of medals in hockey is 15. So N of H is 15. Number of medals in cricket is 20. So N of C is 20. What else is given? Total number of medals given out is 258 men. That means F union H union C is 58, and the common portion, that is this one, which represents F intersection H intersection C, is your 3. This is the listing. Now from the diagram, what do we know? We know that N of F union H union C comprise. In fact, first we use the general formula. The general formula for F union H union C. What is it? If you remember, NF plus like A union B union C. Yes, under the theory we did N of A union B union C. If you don't remember, turn over or refer to the previous videos, or if you have written it down, well and good, please refer to it. You should have written it down anyway. So N of A union B union C is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus pairwise N of A intersection B, B intersection C, and then minus N of C intersection A, and finally the 3 together, N of A intersection B intersection C. That property I'm going to use here. That is N of F union H union C is NF plus NH plus NC minus pairwise F intersection H minus N of H intersection C minus N of F intersection C plus N of F intersection H intersection C. Putting the values now, this is 58 known to me, this is 38, this is 15, this is 20. This part is not known to me, pairwise what it is. It's not given in the data in the question. And this last term is known as 3. So making all this, that is these 3 as the subject. These 3 is your subject, making them the subject. What do you get? 38 plus 15 plus 20 plus 3 minus 58. So this 76 minus 58 gives you 18. Now what do we have to find? Exactly 2 sports means we actually have to find this region, this striped region over here, striped region over here, and the striped region over here. Cardinal number of these 3 we have to find. So what will we do? Now F intersection H is this portion, this and this portion over here. This portion over here entirely is your F intersection H. It can be split up and written as N of F intersection H intersection C bar plus N of F intersection H intersection C, because this region over here is actually this plus this. So therefore we are writing that in place of N of F intersection H, we are writing N of F intersection H intersection C bar plus N of F intersection H intersection C. Similarly, H intersection C is which part? This part over here. H intersection C is this part, so it can be written as sum of this and this. This is F intersection H intersection C, and this is common to F as common to H and C but not to F. So it's F bar intersection H intersection C, and that is what I've written here by splitting this up into the 2 subregions. Similarly, N of F intersection C, this is your F intersection C, so it is this plus this. So it is N of F intersection H intersection C plus N of this region is what? Common to F and C but not to H. So it's intersection of F intersection C intersection H bar. So this is what we have written for the last part, F intersection C. Out of which this is not known to me, this is not known to me, and this is not known to me, and I have been asked to find those. So I make those as the subject, and this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. So this is 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is what I've written over here. Okay, so when I make this as the subject, it becomes 18 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3. That means 18 minus 9, so it is 9. So number of medals received in exactly 2 sports is 9. If they say in 2 sports, then it would have been simply in any 2 sports, then it would have been these 3 regions over here. That means this would have been the answer. Those who have received medals in any 2 sports would have been this, but they are saying exactly 2 means if they get in 2, they cannot get in the third one. So that is why this has to be considered. Okay. So that was an important question we need to think about. Now we move on to the next one. Out of 450 students who appeared in an exam, 135 failed in accountancy, 150 failed in maths, and 137 failed in costing. So the main headache over here is failing. Okay, failing in accountancy is one event, failing in maths and failing in costing. So I'm labeling them as A, M, C, where I'm mentioning A means failing in accountancy, M means failing in maths, and C means failing in costing. Those who failed in maths and accountancy were 83. That means what? This portion over here, this is, I've drawn the 3 circles representing accountancy, maths and costing. This is the portion common to A and M, that is common to accountancy and maths, and therefore this portion over here is 83, out of which a certain portion has been occupied by all the 3. So we need to know how many students have failed in all the 3 subjects, because this is the common region which represents failing in all the 3 subjects. So therefore, we complete the question first. Those who failed in maths and accountancy were 83. Those who failed in maths and costing were 98. And those who failed in accountancy and costing were 106. Number of students who failed in all the 3 subjects were 75. That means this is the starting point. That means this portion over here, failing in all the 3 subjects, is occupied by 75. So automatically we can fill up the rest. This part was 83. So this small portion over here is going to be 83 minus 75. Okay, and this small portion over here is going to be, let's see how much it is, 98 they are saying. Maths and chemistry is 98. So this is the common region between maths and chemistry. So this entire portion is 98 in number, out of which this part is 78. So this part will be 98 minus 75. Okay, and that is how much? 23. Okay, this part over here, what is the common between A and C? Those who have failed in accountancy and costing were 106. So that means this entire portion over here is 106. So this small portion over here is going to be 106 minus 75, that is 31. What else is given? Those who failed in maths is 150. That means cardinal number of maths is 150. I've written over here. Those who failed in accountancy is 135. So cardinal number of accountancy is 135. And those who are failing in costing is 137, which I've written over here. So easily I can find out how much is this portion over here, because this is known, this is known, this is known, and the total is known. So how much is this portion? 150 minus this portion. How much was this? 83 minus this one. 83, no? Yes, 83. 83 minus 75, that is, I think 8. Can't make out, I think. Yes, this is 8. This is 23 and this is 31. Okay, and this is 75. So what do we need now? We need to find the number of children or students who failed in at least one of the 3 subjects. At least one of the 3 subjects means what? I think I discussed already. At least one of the 3 subjects means failing either in one subject or in 2 subjects or in all the 3 subjects. And if you remember the discussion that we heard earlier, it means N of union of the 3. That is N of A union M union C. Okay, this is what we have. We have already made the calculations. How much is this? 150 minus 8 plus 75 plus 23. Have I written somewhere? Yes, this is the region. I put an arrow over here, and this is what? Only maths. So symbolically I will write n of m, the rest is bar. Accountancy is not there. This one, costing, is also not there. So it's cardinal number of m intersection a bar intersection c. So it's entire 150 minus 8 plus 75 plus 23. This is what we have. It gives me 44. Similarly, this portion over here is only costing. So costing means maths and accountancy is not there, so there is bar above maths and accountancy. So symbolically, cardinal number of m bar intersection a bar intersection c it represents, and that is given by this total is 137. So from 137 I subtract 23, 75 and 31. That gives me how much? There I've written over here. That gives me 8, and this is failing in costing only. Then comes failing in accountancy only, that is this portion over here. How will I get it? The total is 135. From there subtract 8, 75 and 31. These three regions, and I think I've written here 135 minus 31 plus 8 plus 75. That gives me 21. That is failing in accounts only. Now the first subpart, who failed in at least one subject. There are various ways of doing it. Failing in at least one subject means actually it comprises all, because this entire thing is about failure. So you can add this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. The others have all passed. If we know total number of students, then subtracting these three will give me, or subtracting this total between A union B, A union M union C will give me the number of children who have not failed, the people who are occupying the outside space. But at least one subject means this. So you just add up the regions. 21 plus 83, that is what I've, no sorry, 8 I've written first. 21 plus 8 plus 44 plus, then this portion I've written 31, 75, 23 plus this leftover 8. So how much is the total coming to? 210. This is what we get directly. Otherwise, you can just use symbols and write first, and then you can add. It will come to the same thing because we are doing actually this. Next subpart is the number who appeared in, the number of those who passed in all the three subjects. The number of students who passed in all the three subjects, assuming that each student appeared in all the three subjects. That means all of them, that is there are total 450 students, all of them have appeared in one or the other subjects. So there is no student who has not appeared in any of the subjects. So out of these 450, this many have failed. How many have failed? At least in one subject, 210 have actually failed. They might have failed in one subject, or they might have failed in two subjects, or they might have failed in three subjects, all the three. But the fact is they have failed. So the rest of the people, rest of the students who are there out of 450 are the students who have passed. So number of students who have passed are how many? 450 minus 200. In fact, that is what I've written here. Number of students passing is total appearing minus total failing. So it's 450 minus 210, that is 240. We move on to the next question now. In a city, newspapers X, Y, Z are published. 65% of the people of the city read X, 54% read Y, 45% read Z. Okay. There are 38% who read X and Y, 32% read Y and Z, and 28% X and Z. 12% do not read any of these newspapers. Okay. And what else are they saying? If so many people, 10 lakh people live in the city, find the number of people who read all the three newspapers. Okay. So I'm reading it out once more. In a city, there are 3 newspapers XYZ being published. 65% of the people, now total people is given. So 65% of the total means how many people will get it. So 65% of the people read X, 54% read Y, 45% read Z, 38% read X and Y, 32% read Y and Z, 28% read X and Z. Okay, and therefore 12% do not read any of the newspapers. So that means the rest of the people are reading the newspapers. Okay, so if 10 lakh people live in the city, find the number of people who read all the newspapers, all the 3 newspapers. Let us do the number of people actually reading each of these X, Y and Z. Number of people reading the X newspaper is how many? 65% of the total population. So 65% of this gives me this. Similarly, number of people reading the Y newspaper is 54% of this. So it is this. Number of people reading the Z newspaper is 45% of the total. So it is this. What else is given? Those who read X and Y, that means X intersection Y is given, and it's 38% of the total. So 38 out of 30 by 100 into the total population gives you this. Those reading Y and Z is given, it's 32%, so it gives me 32 out of 100 into total population. That gives me this. And those reading X and Z is given, so it's 28% of the total population. It is this. Number of people reading all the 3 newspapers is not known to me. I assume it to be X. Okay, you have been asked to find actually X intersection Y intersection Z, which is your X now. Okay, something else is given. 12% do not read any of the newspapers. What does it mean? These 12% people, neither do they read X, nor do they read Y, nor do they read Z. So it gives me cardinal number of X bar and Y bar and Z bar, and which is 12% of 10 lakhs, which is this. Okay, so I will use the De Morgan's law over here. That is, this can be considered as X union Y union Z whole bar, because remember, according to De Morgan's law, A union B whole bar is going to give me A bar intersection B bar. This is the property that I have used. I have written both the laws, but the property that I have used is this one, and that to the reverse. Here it's given X bar intersection Y bar. That would be X union Y whole bar. Okay, so here there are 3 sets. So X bar intersection Y bar intersection Z bar will be X union Y union Z whole bar. So this is what I've written. Why have I written this? Because I can find out X union Y union Z easily, because most of the information is given to me. Yes, if you remember the formula, X union Y union Z is Nx plus Ny plus Nz minus the pairwise, that is X intersection Y minus Y intersection Z minus Z is intersection X, and then plus the intersection N of X intersection Y intersection Z. That was the formula. If you recall the formula in terms of A, B and C. But first and foremost, let us obtain X union Y union Z, and we are using De Morgan's law for that. So this means this according to De Morgan's law. So cardinal number of this will mean this, and N of X A bar means N of Xi minus N of A. If you remember, I've written here for any set A bar is the universal set minus the set A itself. So A bar is equal to Xi minus A. So in place of A, whatever I write, in this case it is X union Y union Z whole bar. So it will become N of Xi minus the set, that is X union Y union Z. So this is what I have, out of which this total population is known to me as 10 lakhs. I'm substituting. This I have already found in the previous step. I'm substituting, and therefore I will get what is N of X union Y union Z, which is 10 lakh minus this 1,20,000, and that gives me 8,80,000. Okay, so and then I'm going to use the formula. Which formula? Using n of x union y union z. I didn't draw the Venn diagram over here actually because there's no need. I'm getting everything from the formulae itself, the different formulae, so there's actually no need to draw the Venn diagram. So nx plus ny plus nz minus pairwise n of x intersection y minus n of y intersection z minus n of x intersection z plus n of x intersection y intersection z. Refer to the properties that we did and the laws that we did. In fact, I can see the formula here itself. This one, for three sets A, B, C, n of A union B union C is NA plus NB plus NC minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus this plus this, and that is what I've applied over here. And then substituting the values, this is 8,80,000, this is 6,50,000, 5,40,000. This we have calculated, all of this we have calculated over here. We are substituting those values. This is unknown, so we are keeping it as x. And then of course calculation. X will mean this minus this minus this minus this plus this plus this plus this. Finally your answer will be 2,20,000. So conclusion, there are 2,20,000 people who read all the three newspapers. That is what we have.